Good morning and welcome to this fireside chat. My name is Richard Jones. I'm the OpenText leader in Australia and New Zealand for IT operations management, and I'm very pleased to have Cyril So from EnviroSuite, who are an important client of OpenText in using the OpenText IT operations management platform. Welcome, Cyril. Would you like to introduce your role and who EnviroSuite are?
Thank you. My name's Cyril. I work for EnviroSuite. I'm the Global Operations Center Manager here. We're a publicly traded company with over 370 customers across the globe. We provide environmental and monitoring services and hardware to multiple industries, including airports, landfills, mining, and water treatment plants. We measure environmental variables like noise, odor, vibrations, and transform that data into usable information that allows our customers to make decisions and planning for their operations. My team specifically, we look after the initial response and remediation of issues relating to those services that we deliver.
Thanks, Cyril. That sounds great. So prior to using our operations management platform, what were the key problems you were looking to address?
We were using an aging ticketing system from another OEM, which we had failed to keep up to date. And we inherited a whole lot of, this is how we've done it. And it was starting to show its age. Starting is an understatement. We didn't have proper analytics. It was on premises and stuck behind our network, so customer access wasn't possible. We'd also been resistant to implementing its CMDB prior to this, so this led to multiple stakeholders managing assets in their own method, usually a spreadsheet. This was accurate for maybe like a month, and then, if it wasn't kept up to date, things were forgotten. Integrations with all our monitoring solutions was disconnected as well and very unintelligent. And with all these inefficiencies and our continued customer growth, it was the right time to make a change.
Great, thanks, Cyril. So I think you're painting a picture of a lot of inefficiency. And was this having a tangible impact on the end users and the business in being able to carry out their operations effectively?
Yeah, definitely. The lack of customer portal led to it led to our customer success managers having to manage the customers' issues directly, and they were middlemaning a lot of the issues that were coming through. With service management, we're able to directly interface with the customers, no middlemaning, and we also have now got access to knowledge bases, which our customers are utilizing on a daily basis to solve their own problems.
Thank you, Cyril. So what were the OpenText solution capabilities that address your problem?
So being a cloud-based solution, we no longer had to worry about maintaining the system, security, etc. It's also ITIL based, which lines up with what we were trying to get ourselves to. That was our future state that we were trying to get to, and we've met it now. Change management has now been rolled into service management. We previously were using Confluence as essentially a Word document, maintaining what was done and the approvals, etc., the decisions done at the CAB meetings. As mentioned earlier, we have the customer portal now that we're no longer middlemaning for all the customer issues. And along with that customer portal, we have now the knowledge base, which allows our customers to self-serve. We are utilizing the CMDB heavily. We've been using it to keep stock of where our things are in the world. We are able to actually answer questions of how many of X product do we have out there, who has them, where is it located in the world. And the other big one is analytics. We can now actually measure our SLAs, OLAs to a much finer level than what we previously had. the amount of data points that service management is measuring has been extremely helpful with our decision making.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you. So where do you see this moving forward? What is next for EnviroSuite?
Moving forward, so one of our current plans that we have moving forward is we're trying to create automated process flows so that we can ensure that, steps A to Z are being completed for a particular task that we have all the time. We want to onboard customers. We want to make sure that they're getting access to all the different systems that they need internally. I mean, they'll need access to service management. They need access to our software that we sell itself, and all the back end stuff that we need to do as well. So sometimes it's missed, but by using a process flow, we can make sure everything's hit. We're also working for using that same system for our projects and implementations for when we're implementing a system for a customer to make sure that all the various tasks that need to be completed are actually done and we don't miss these critical steps along the way, which has, bitten us in the past. The other part is we're currently exploring the Aviator product that OpenText is selling. The data privacy was our biggest concern, and it's been great to hear that OpenText will be very proactive about this without even us needing to really press you guys on it. You guys are already at the forefront of it.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for your time today. And thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you very much for having me.